Hello folks, and welcome to another video. So soldering is one of my other hobby besides chilling on the porch and smoking cigars. So basically, as a kid, I guess my soldering history. As a kid, of course, my dad got me and my brother, of course, had to share with my older brother, and as a kid, we weren't serious with soldering. We just, used it to mainly burn wood, etch our initials in trees. As you can see, or etch our initials in boards, a piece of wood. Luckily, we didn't burn the house down. So I went and got this now this one is the Weller WPS18MP. See here, you can get the light on it. And I don't think Weller makes this particular model anymore. You can still get replacement tips and parts from Weller. This one I've got like 8 years ago, so it's pretty old. It still works. It's the same tip that came with it originally. And again, the tips are like, I think it's cheaper on Amazon, but the tips will run you about $10 to $15. And since I have, I'm not going to bother replacing or buying replacement tips until this one actually corrodes. I hardly use this because it's only 9 volts, 18 watts. Yeah, there is a video on YouTube where a guy actually, I guess, converted his Weller, this particular model, to a 9 volt, where I guess he somehow, made it like a, it is cable, the power is cable, but the guy somehow managed to make it wireless by making a 9 volt battery attachment that connects to the end. And the reason I got this because I guess one of the old Mercedes that I had, the last owner actually put a HID kit in the Mercedes, and it was all, the wires were all jumbled. It was like a mess. And so I decided to take the HID kit out and revert it back to the I guess OEM lighting, which is the regular incandescent bulbs. And of course there were exposed wires, cut wires I had to reconnect. So I ran down to Home Depot and bought the soldering iron, and of course it only comes with the soldering iron and the 120 volt to DC power plug, and and I was able to get those wires soldered. And this, what the heck, my camera doing? And this one works for what it's intended. So let me plug it up and see here. Get it. And the wire is about 4 foot, or maybe it might be 5 foot. I don't know, but it's long enough to get down on the ground onto your. See here. Yeah. Unplug one. Right, let's turn it on. So it's got a red light, and when it's ready, the the light will turn green. You brat of a dog. While we're waiting for it, let me I guess get a wire ready. Alright, it is green, so it's ready. It's probably not hot enough yet. You can see it has a little LED, which is nice. Yeah, I have a stand, but this one sort of has, the way they built is that it can actually stand on its own, as you can see. And I do have my what's called that, I guess, vapor. If I turn it on, the fan's pretty loud. You wouldn't hear what I'm saying. Okay, let me put my paper in the way. Let me clamp the wire real quick. Get this done. I'll be using leaded cable. Let's see here, yeah, this 63. As you can see, 6337 over here, and it is 1.8% flux. Pretty much all, and it is 1 millimeter. So pretty much all modern solder cable comes with flux built in. Put on my safety glass. Yes, and when you solder, it will pop. So let's see here, there it goes. And the reason I'm using lead is because lead is you just keep your face away. So if you don't have a film extractor like I do, just keep your face away if you're doing a video. So the 18 watt is hot enough. You just have to give it, an extra minute to get hot. Okay, yeah, you see that popping there? Alright, so let's put a little bit of solder, and it should work. Yeah, if you're connecting speaker wires, yeah, this may be too thick for it. So if you're connecting speaker wires, yeah, definitely get a film extractor, especially if you're in a small room or a room that doesn't have any circulation going through it. Yeah, this is not going to. See here. Yeah, I think this wire is too thick. So basically what I got here are two. There we go. There we go, and it's barely it's turning into. This is what it's called. Well, actually, this is leaded. With unleaded solder, it basically has a state called the plastic state, where it looks like mush. Yeah, this cable is too thick because this is two 14 gauge wires that I got twisted together. So it's basically a 12 gauge wire, and it might be a little bit too big for this little guy. So yeah, I'm gonna back off. Okay, get my brass. Yeah, as you can see, there's a little bit of, on one side is clean, and the other side has a little bit of a looks like some of the I guess some what you call it, some dirt. Okay, so let me pause the video and redo some wires where it does work. Okay, welcome back. So I got the cable, and yeah, you don't really need to put flux on the wire, because again, you can if you want. And all right, let's see how it does. And this is a 14 gauge wire. That's what I use for speakers. I do have smaller gauge wires. Let's see here. Get it on there. Shouldn't take but 5 to 10 seconds for it to heat up. There it goes. Yeah, so it looks like. Yeah, so it looks like 14 gauge is probably the max that this little booger can do, which is all you really need. If you're gonna go any bigger, then yeah, you need to use a much bigger. Let me re-tin the tip. Yeah, and the smoke that you see is smoke. It's not from the lead or from the solder. It's actually from the flux that is in. See all that smoke? That's actually from the flux that is in the wire. So yeah, I'm re-tinning the tip here before I put this up. And yeah, okay. That was some yeah, I'm trying to fix this spot right there. It's like a dark spot. That's the spot where the tinning fell off, and I've been trying to fix that. I can get solder to stick to it, as you can see. It actually is sticking around it. So See here. And I watched the video where the guy, they're like, yeah, you literally have to flood the tip with solder. Keep wiping it. See if we can do that. Yeah, so if I stick it right on that dark spot, see, yeah, see that dark. Well, I mean, it's. All right, so there's that. Let me shut it off. Put it off to the side. On here. Yeah, this camera's going crazy. I might have to buy another camera. It's DJI. So I've been looking at trying to get the DJI Action 3, which yeah, that's cool to the touch. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, that's not the best soldering job. Yeah, there's right here, there's a little clump hanging. Of course, you can turn the iron back on and touch it up, but let me turn on my other iron. See if we can actually get this one done. Whoop, darn, hold on. Okay. Switch out. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna pause the video while we wait. I'll be right back.